Okay, I think you can actually hear me now. Um, Welcome to Friday Night Live. Technical difficulties to start with. Great. Good to see you all already in the chat. And I'm not sure if Aaron's going to make it. I think he might be in the doghouse. I won't give more details on that. He's also got a splitting headache, so not sure if he's going to make it in tonight. Rich the Meister Dillon from CGCM is going to be joining me in a few minutes. He just wrapped up his live stream, so we'll just interact with you guys to start with today, and we'll see what's going on. Tracy Jackson, yes, today is a sad day. We're going to get to this. Yeah, Hank Von Hell from Turbo Negro passed away today. 49 years old, just super young to go. Don't know what the cause was. They haven't released that yet. And if you see empty shelves behind me, I'm redoing my office, so I'm packing up boxes and stuff. So it's weird seeing not much behind me these days. But yeah, but thanks you guys for tuning in. Rich will be here in a few minutes. Not sure about Aaron, and it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be a fun Friday though. I got my wussy beer, trying to cut carbs, so I'm drinking a mango passion fruit seltzer. Ugh. It's not as good as an IPA, but anyway, let's see what else you guys got going on here. Cole Region Rider, how you doing? Bushy's checking in. Thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed part one. Yeah, we did the Michael Wagner final interview. That part one just came out this afternoon, and super happy with how that came out. Other than the little audio issues we had, that was kind of annoying, but it did get better as it went on. I don't know who Facebook user is. If you're on Facebook and you're seeing this, you have to like allow the app to I don't know, get your information or something so we can see who you are. Going to see Lou Graham tonight. That's cool. Gary Corbett would approve. He played with Lou for several years. Let's see. Joshua Toomey checking in. Look at this hippie looking motherfucker. Yeah, come from another hippie looking motherfucker. Good to see you, Josh. Cecil Music. Good to see you. All is well. Hope things are good in your part of the world. Brad Schick checking in. Hey, Brad. I want to give Brad a lot of credit. You've always post really cool vinyl stuff on the Decibel Geek community page, so we appreciate that. Good to see you. Be Cooler Be podcast out. That's our friend Al Horta. Welcome back. Thanks you. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. Chad Hill, Destroyer 45. Got it cranked now. Great Me Master. I didn't end up ordering this. I'd listened to some of it through Spotify today. You know, if Kiss does other albums in this with this treatment, I'll probably be on board. But if there's any Kiss album I'm kind of sick of, it's Destroyer. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna wind up picking up that. And a lot of the demos I had heard before, but it sounds like a lot of people that bought it are pretty happy with it. So more power to you if you're into it. Let's see who else is on here. Yeah, hello, everyone else. Scott Wark, the carbs. I feel your pain. Yeah, I've been cutting carbs for about a month now, and it's doing a lot better. Got getting more used to it. I miss sweets, but I'm doing better with it. Mighty Kazin. Yep, we can see you. Good to have you here this week. Hope you enjoyed the Flaming Lips show last week. Looked like it was a lot of fun. Love you too, Tommy. That's cool. David Glenn checking in. Good to be back on Friday nights. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm trying to find what we're gonna do next week. Next week, as you know, is Black Friday, so I was thinking we might do like a Black Sabbath theme Friday. We'll do Black Sabbath Friday or something. What do you guys think of that? We'll just talk about Sabbath the whole time. Maybe I'll get Ralph Vieira for that. Everyone, Adam from MC. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Sick of Destroyer, the best Kiss. No, you mispronounced Rock and Roll Over. That's the best Kiss album ever. It was awesome, but I'm excited to be here this Friday. I'm glad you're here. Sorry, Aaron's not probably going to make it. I wish he could be here, but gotta take care of the wife. And if you got a headache, you got a headache. So I totally get it. But Destroyer is my least favorite. Not my Psycho Circus or The Elder would be a tie for the least favorite for me. Not a fan of that one. It's going good, Facebook user. Like I said, give permission to the app to get your information. Get Ralph Bier for Black Sabbath Friday. Yeah, I was thinking we're gonna try maybe do that. I got to go over that with Aaron and see what he wants to do. But I think for Black Friday, do Black Sabbath. Rock and Run forever in our hearts. And He may not be around, but we're all still part of the Rontourage, of course. Miss Rock and Ron every day. But yeah, we'll see. Poor Aaron. I think things are okay. He just sometimes he has to take a Friday off. I might have to take one off in the future too. Yeah, I wish he could make it tonight, but yeah, we'll make do. We'll get through it. Rich is Meister from CGCM is going to be here. We're going to talk a little bit about the early days of Decibel Geek. I thought we would go over that because Rich had been with us like since the beginning. Used to run the website, was kind of our representative for a long time. So I thought we'd go over some of that, talk about what he's doing now, and go over stuff like that. I want to get Destroyer for the surround mix, Stephen. Yeah, I heard that everything Steven Wilson's done has been great. I thought it's like Dolby Atmos. I think you have to have Blu-ray for that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. I don't really have a Blu-ray player, so we'll see. Not my least favorite, but one of them. Having a shot of Jaeger and Rock and Ron's honor, that's good. He would be proud to have one with you, I'm sure. He'll never be forgotten. That's right. We miss Ron all the time. Drink to that. If you got to drink, toast it to Rock and Ron. I'll toast my wussy beer to Rock and Ron. But I don't know. How's everybody doing on Friday? You got any questions for me? I figure we do like a little. I know this isn't Reddit, but do it. Let's do an Ask Me Anything. Literally, ask me anything you want. I'll answer honestly, and even if it's uncomfortable, I'll do my best to answer. We'll see what that is. And I did. I noticed last week we didn't bring the sounds, and I'm working on that. We will. The Smasher Trash last week was a disaster because we tried to do it with videos, and the video quality, the audio on the video was terrible. So I've got audio clips tonight, and we will do that. I've got 4 of them for you, and I think you guys will like it. And Bushy says Rock and Ron would slap you with your wussy beer. You're right, he probably would. So, but I got to take care of myself. I want to be around a lot as long as I can to hang out with you guys. So, and we got several cheers going up for Rock and Ron. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Oh, you like the Thin Lizzy shirt? Yeah, I went on when I was still drinking the IPAs a few weeks ago, I went on a kind of a t-shirt binge on, I think it was Etsy or DeviantArt. I bought like 3 different Thin Lizzy t-shirts, so you'll see those on future Fridays. Are you insane having the Meister on? I wonder if that's him actually putting that post up. Probably. Richie there.
Hello, I am here. Can you see me, hear me?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
I'd like to apologize for my green screen background. It was great on mine because it showed pictures. Here it does not show pictures.
Oh, okay.
It's better than seeing the disaster back there. So,
yeah, I was watching you a little bit earlier. I saw the cool CGCM background you had. It looked great.
Oh, were you on? Sorry, I didn't give you a shout out. I didn't see you on, but I told several people that I was coming over here.
I didn't get to log into the Mixcloud thing, but I like what you're doing. It's really cool. I will say, it was cool. I was watching you lip sync to Kiss on there, and you're pretty good at it. You're not as good as Paul Stanley is at doing it, but you're pretty good at
it. I'm glad it came off well because there's a time delay between what I'm doing to what it shows. So
yeah,
sometimes it looks like it's off. But you know what? I was having fun. That was the first one. So I was having fun. We had 100 and something people watching. So pretty cool for the first time doing it. And hopefully I get better.
I thought you did great. Well, you got 20 here, so you've really stepped up your game coming on.
Yeah, right.
Show.
Well, I know some of them. They were in the Mixcloud chat. David Glynn and Scott Warwick. Scott Warwick's already here. He's commented something. I think he's commented something. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. So,
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Hopefully they're coming over here.
Can you see the comments as they come up?
I see something. Yeah, I see Kristen Schembeck. Those guys from Canada. Yes, that is I.
Canada.
Yeah, I don't know how sorry, I'm not very used to the StreamYard thing. I haven't used this very much. As long as you guys can see me and hear me, then
yeah,
cool.
You're good. But yeah, it's I enjoyed it, and it looked like you had a lot of
Yes. Yeah. See? Yeah. Actually, I haven't had that many. That's only my third one, but it was a lot of fun. I was pretty nervous at first. I did a couple of test runs with just, a private stream with just a couple of people listening from the CGCM team just to see how things would work out. And that was the first one. So right before it was like, so I had to have a beer to settle down, but it was fun. I had a good time. Hopefully, everyone listening and watching enjoyed it, and we'll go back and see.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool because you can play the actual music, right? So
that's
real. Why I like that platform. Yeah.
Yeah. It says Facebook user. So some people it just says Facebook user, but somebody says both Small Hands and I are watching. I saw that Trevor, right?
Yeah, that'd be Trevor McDougall and his wife, Small Hands McDougall.
Okay, because I thought Trevor was calling himself Small Hands, and I was like, that's not a good thing to call yourself if you're a guy.
How it came about is, I didn't say it on my stream, so I might as well embarrass him here and say it here. If you haven't heard that podcast episode that Wally and I did, Trevor was a guest, and we were fighting about Asylum versus Crazy Nights and the merits and pros and cons of each one. And whatever the song is, I forget which song it is, but Trevor likes the song. What is it with the line? Hands of a face of a woman, hands of a child, because his wife has small hands. So then, of course, I asked him if it was because her small hands made his piece look bigger, and it just jokes went haywire from there. And she's now known as Small Hands McDougall. She's a celebrity.
That's funny. Oh man. So, we haven't had a chance to really catch up in a while. So how the hell have you been doing, man?
Good, man. The world is different. Things have changed, but I know different people thinking different things. There's a lot of stress out there in the world, but I'm just having fun. Just doing what I always do with the music, and just trying to get back to living life and going to shows and doing things. So been working the whole time throughout this, and running the station. So overall good.
Cool. How's Wally?
Wally's okay. He got a promotion there at work a little while ago now, and it's a pretty heavy, maybe not a heavy promotion. Like I'm not sure how big of a step up it was, but it's a lot more responsibility for him and a lot of stuff to learn. So he's pretty bogged down. I barely get a chance to talk to him now because he doesn't get home from work until late, and he's just so tired from doing everything. So hopefully that gets better for him soon. But what about you guys?
Pretty good. It's just, after Rock and Pod, it was just a lot of stressful months, it's been a really weird year this year, losing people and, just with the pandemic and, so much stuff, a lot of bad stuff, to be honest with you. But yeah, things are coming around. I mean, it's just, I'm glad to be doing the live stream again. We had it, after Ron passed away, we just kind of thought we'd put it to bed for a little while just to get through that whole, process.
Yeah, that was, I knew it was coming from when it was announced and stuff like that. But you know what, and we lost Adam there. We all got together for that back at the end of 2020. That was kind of a shocker one. And, but Ron, I knew it was coming. Don't make it any easier, man.
No.
And still, I still get Facebook memories pop up, and it's me and Ron doing something dumb in a foreign country or even in the US or whatever, right? Because we did a lot of stuff. So it's like, oh man, I miss that guy. And I know he would have, I would have enjoyed being here with him tonight. And I know he would have enjoyed my live stream earlier too. But yeah, you know what? There's a lot of negativity in the world out there right now. And I just try to navigate away from all of it. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're vaxxed, unvaxxed. I don't care what you believe. Let's just get back to being people.
Yeah, I look forward to that day one of these days.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's coming soon.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm a little tired of all this crap, but
yeah. Well, I thought, so it's not looking likely that Aaron's going to make it tonight. He's got a lot going on, but I wanted to. I thought we go back and talk a little bit about like because Decibel Geek celebrating 10 years this year, so wanted to kind of go back in time a little bit with you and talk about, how you got your start listening to the show and then ended up helping out. Cause people may not know that, but Rich ran pretty much everything for Decibel Geek for a very long time. But I'm trying to remember, do you remember like what episode you first got into the show on, or around what time it was?
When Wally made me.
Yeah, well, because Wally brought you in.
Yeah, because I didn't even know Wally, and if it wasn't for Decibel Geek, I probably would not have known Wally. which means there would not be CGCM, because that is created by me and Wally after you guys pestering us for several years to do our to start something. But I met him at a Helix concert in Toronto. It was late April, because I remember it was maybe a week or 2 weeks after our birthdays, because we both share the same birthday. And he was out front of the venue taking a picture of the sign. And this was my first time at a concert in a million years, and I was terrified in the big city of Toronto. I'm a little country boy. Changed a lot since then, but I didn't. And so I'm taking a picture of the sign because I thought, well, it's cool, I'm here, right? And he was taking a picture of the sign because he'd actually interviewed Brian Vollmer before the show, which was going to be, I think, his third Decibel Geek article. And he said to me, "Have you ever heard of a podcast?" I'm like, "What the hell is a podcast?" And so after we fought all night and drank a bunch of beers, we talked about music and all kinds of stuff. He explained to me about a podcast. And about 2 weeks later, he's like, "So do you want to write stuff for the website for the podcast?" I'm like, "Sure. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in." So whatever time frame that was, it was early on. I know that.
Yeah, I think it was the first year, like 2011. I think it was pretty much the beginning.
Yeah, I think it was very early on. I mean, if we go back and look on the Decibel Geek website, I'm sure we can piece it together kind of as to Wally's first couple of articles. And whatever that Brian Vollmer one was, it was a few weeks after that. But I think it was pretty early on. But
yeah,
man, I really got to say thanks to you guys for really spurring on what I am today.
Well, and it goes both ways, because you really busted your ass for a lot of years for what we do, and I remember just you put so much time and effort into the site and the writing and all that, and it was just, and it was just one of those things that Aaron and I was just like, it's a show we do once a week, and it's great and all, but like then quickly between you and Wally and several of the writers, I was like, our writers get out way more than we do. Like they go to more shows than we do, and then you're what I would call a festival hound. Like there's not too many big rock festivals of this type of music that you miss.
I kind of I had an awakening. I'd been out of music for a long time for a lot of different reasons, and so I didn't listen to music. I didn't know that the bands I liked, the 80s kind of bands, were still releasing or anything like that. And so I got out of music for a long time, and I thought, I'd seen something recently. I got back out there on my own self, and I didn't know anybody. Went to concert by myself, had a good time, and I went to that Helix show and met Wally, and it went from there. But it was kind of like an awakening that I've missed this in my life, and this is what I want to do. I want to see live music, and there's so much of it out there in the world that's not going to come to the U.S. or Canada. That I mean, we get way less up here than you guys do down there. That so to go see them, I got to go there. So I've cultivated my life to do that. I've chosen jobs that can allow me to do it and set my life where expenses are low that I can do that. And man, it's been pretty hard the last 2 years not doing that.
Yeah, I was thinking, during the pandemic, I was like, Rich must be miserable right now because that's like a big release for you, is to go to these shows.
But it was really good early on, is when we started the CGCM rock radio thing, and that really gave me something to focus on. So that really did help, and it occupied a lot of time. But I know a lot of people out there struggled. There's a lot of depression and stuff throughout this too, with the lockdowns and kind of life being taken away and stuff. So I'm thankful that I had the outlet of music.
Yeah. Well, and to go back to Rock and Ron, this live stream wouldn't have happened without the pandemic, because he was used to going out to all the venues out in Denver and filming stuff for us and going to shows, and and he's like you, just loved to go to concerts and film stuff. And when it got to the point everything got locked down, he's like, what the hell am I going to do? I have no outlet now to do anything. And I was like, well, everybody's doing these live streams, why don't we do that? And then he was just all about it from that point on.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, he's into all that video stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been able to catch too many of yours. I know I guess on one or two, and I've had a good time, and I've got a few on my own as well. And you guys, I'm buffering. I don't know if you're buffering. Oh, we're both buffering. Okay, I don't know if that's me or you, but
yeah, I think it's you.
I'm not. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, you sound pretty robotic.
I look like I'm back on my end. You're kind of stuttering.
Uh-oh. You guys in the comments, tell us what it looks like to you. Are both of us messed up, or is it just Rich?
Yeah, you're all digitized speaking. I was going to show you here. I know you wanted to do a show and tell thing, and I got something. We're talking about the old times, and I got something from it I want to show you.
All right, hang on. Let's try to get this cleared up real quick to see if it's going to work. David says it's just you, so hang on. Maybe try to disconnect and reconnect and see if it works better. We'll try that. We'll see if that works. Just Rich sounding robotic. So sorry, guys. What's going on? And some nice comments from you guys in there. The guests of the bet. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the kind words, Bushy and Tracy. That's very nice of you guys. Rich is choppy. Well, all right. We're gonna try this again. Not just Rick. It's the Canadian internet. All right, he's trying to reconnect now, so let's give it just a second and we'll get it going. I know we're going to make this work. It's going to be a comedy of errors tonight. The Decibel Geek way. All right. Still trying to connect. We'll see if we can make this work. Mountain internet. Yep. We'll see if we can make this work because I was looking forward to talking to Rich. We'll see if we can.
Nope, I'm buffering. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you there? It's weird. It was working great for a minute there.
Yeah, we were great at first. Can you hear me now at all? Or
I can hear you, but it's still choppy.
Yeah, and you're all digitized for me. You think it's on my end?
I think so.
I could reset my router but that might take me a few minutes.
Well, we might need to. Let's try it.
Okay, all right.
Talk to you in a minute. All right. Bushy, yeah, he's going to reset his router, guys. Bushy says trying to be healthy. He started drinking seltzer beers and the world goes to shit. Yeah, no kidding. I should switch to vodka. I heard vodka's okay. No carbs in that. Ron would be so happy that you're continuing. Yeah, we're doing the best we can, Cecil. We're we're not the greatest at doing it every week, but we're gonna try to keep it going every week because it is a lot of fun to do when we actually do. Because we love to interact with you guys live. I know the audience is dwindling now because Rich got kicked out, but we're gonna keep doing that. It's hang in there with me, folks. He sounds like Wally. Yeah, he does. He sounds like Wally. Get two cans connected with a string. Yeah, I know. No kidding. That would probably work better. Fucking internet. Anyway, anybody got any questions? Somebody asked a question about Volbeat. Let me try to see if I can find where that is. What's your opinion of the couple new songs by Volbeat? Thanks, Brad Schick, for the question. I like them. I like the new stuff better. The last record they put out, I was not crazy about, other than can't remember the name of the song. There was one that had horns in it, but Shotgun Blues I like. I thought that was cool. And there's something that's pretty heavy on there that I like. It sounds like they're trying to get a little bit more back to their old sound, which I like. It's potatoes and that's a vegetable, therefore vodka is good for you. Yeah. Switch to vodka, drinking vodka and cranberry juice. Yeah, I might try that. I did do vodka shots with DK Ravel and Ron from DK from Kickin' Valentina on the live stream, and I don't remember much about that night because I've drank way too much vodka. Have been to a concert at all lately? Not really. All right, let's try get Rich on again. All right, that's
am I here?
Seems better right now.
You're all digitized robotic sounded for me, but as long as you can hear me.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
I can hear what you're saying, but your screen is totally gone. I don't know if it's my end or yours there, but probably mine.
All right, right now you're crystal clear.
Okay, perfect. Right. I'm back. Okay. I saw someone comment before I left that it's that Canadian internet. They're probably right.
Yeah. Do you like Lillian X?
Do I like Lillian X? Yeah, I actually seen them a few times. Actually, I saw them here in Toronto. They came to Toronto. I think they were with Jack Russell's Great White and Bullet Boys and Lillian X. They were on that tour. But I've seen them on the Monsters of Rock cruise a few times. Good band.
Yeah, and then they asked me if I've been to a concert lately. Not really. I haven't been to much lately. I know that Rich can answer that in the other way. You went to Monsters on the Mountain. I saw you had quite an adventure trying to get back home.
I did, yeah. I mean, it was awesome. I really needed it. It was my first festival in, since the start of all this business. But I Googled it up before I left. How can I get a COVID test down there in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee to get back home? And it's like little red pins all over the map. I'm like, I can get a COVID test anywhere. This is going to be easy. No problem. I can get home. Mm-hmm. What they didn't tell you was that you have to be in a car. Well, I don't drive. B, I'm a tourist. I don't have a car.
Right.
So they wouldn't take me. So yeah, I ended up getting the whole end of it was I got delayed a day to end up getting my COVID test to get back home. But it was cool. Hey, you know what? I had a good time. I was happy to go, and I made it back. I was supposed to be in Belgium actually right now, but that festival got canceled, and probably I wasn't allowed to travel anyways because it's getting tighter over there in Europe. But we're targeting Sweden in December. Let's see how it goes.
What's going on in Sweden in December?
Stockholm Rockout is one. It's a one-day festival. Crash Diet, Doro, Michael Monroe, Shez Kane, a few other bands. And I'm also going to hit the day before that in a city south of Stockholm, going to hit up Hardcore Superstar.
Oh, cool. They have a new album coming out too, right?
They do, yeah. I think 3 singles for it are out now, I think. Weep When He Dies, the latest one. I just heard it the other day. Really good, really good.
Okay, cool. Are you familiar with the English band Massive Wagons?
Massive Wagons, yeah, very much. Their last album's awesome.
Yeah, I love everything they've done. They're just so awesome. I'd love to have them come over here, but it's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, it's that the Billy Balloonhead song is super catchy, and if you want to hear something funny, get Wally to sing it to you. He's not a singer, but he does pretty good.
Wally's not a singer. I can't believe that.
somebody commented there something about Rich something or other, but I missed. Oh, here it is. I can buy a rapid test at the chemist and do it yourself. Are you coming to the UK? Yes, Tracy Jackson. I was supposed to be at HRH a couple of weeks ago, but travel's pretty tight right now. It's not so much getting into some of these countries; it's getting back into Canada is pretty tough. Canada will not accept that rapid test to buy it yourself, so I have to have a specific one booked, and that was part of my problem. I don't know. I'm buffering like crazy here. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah. Bushy wants to know if you know where Watertown, New York is.
Well, it's in New York. Was that the answer he was looking for? Or?
I don't think so. There you go.
It's I actually know a little bit more. I believe it's very close to the Canadian border near Ottawa. I believe a good buddy of mine crosses over there all the time to go to Watertown.
Yeah, he says he's from there, and his first Kiss concert was, or his first concert was Kiss '96 in Ottawa.
So I was semi-close.
Okay.
All right. But before, just in case we lose this stream again or not, how long are we? How long are we on tonight? Is this? Are we on an hour, 2 hours?
It usually goes 2, but
okay.
We'll see. Yeah, you want to do a rock and roll show and tell?
But I actually got a couple of rock and roll. Oh, look, you got graphics and everything. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I didn't plan this for a rock and roll show and tell thing because I kind of got something else as well. But we were talking about the old days of Decibel Geek and stuff, and I've been going through some old boxes and crap since I moved. That's been in a box since forever that I should have gone through before I moved instead of moving it. And I found something pretty cool, and I want to see if you remember this, Chris.
Acer Fury. Oh yeah, of course I remember that. Definitely.
And of course you remember why?
Because aren't we credited? Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah, we got our logo on the back of the CD. Thanks.
Do you have one of these?
I do not. I'd love.
You
to
will.
Have one. Oh, cool.
And also, does Aaron have one of these?
I don't think so either.
He will.
Okay, awesome.
Does one of your listeners want one?
Say in the comments if you want an Acer Fury CD. I know it's great music because I remember really liking it. Yeah,
however you want to give it away. I do have 3 copies. Okay. They're still sealed. Nice. God knows why I have them. Probably I was going to give them away at some point or other for something. I don't know. I don't remember. I probably had them for years, but I didn't think you guys had a copy. So you and Aaron can get one each, and I got one if you want to give it away to one of your listeners.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'll get you the addresses for sure.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember that. That was a big deal at the time. But yeah, like I remember we had several cool stuff. Oh boy, look who's checking in.
Oh boy, here we go.
Says, hey, ass face.
All right. Does ass face want to see my other rock and roll show and tell then?
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Slash Puppet. I remember you turning me on to that band.
Yeah, I know you said bring something that I'm pretty excited about right now, and this is something I'm pretty excited about right now.
Very cool.
They just released it. They're an unsigned Toronto band that really should have been huge. They were considered the next Guns N' Roses, but then Nirvana came along and away they went. So you can like copies of their original recordings are going for like $200 US on eBay and stuff. So he just
Wow.
released this compilation, remastered a few of the tracks, was able to release it. So I'm pretty excited about that. So
That's awesome. So yeah, so for mine, I'm as you can see behind me, I have empty shelves. So I'm redoing my office. I'm like putting shelves up on the wall and stuff, and but yeah, so which of course gives me the time to dig through all my stuff. And I mainly collect vinyl these days, but I was like, wow, I actually do have a few CDs in here. So I found these CDs I forgot I even had, so I thought I'd show some of those off. And then this first one, got Raw Power by Iggy and the Stooges. You like Iggy and the Stooges?
I'm not super familiar.
Really?
I mean, I'm sure I've heard some of the stuff, right?
Yeah, very yeah, I'm sure you've heard I Want to Be Your Dog, or
like 70s Britpop punk kind of stuff, right?
no, Detroit,
Okay.
like early proto punk stuff. Well, you
Okay, so
Search and Destroy, Raw Power. I mean, the Iggy Pop's first band, from Detroit, very influential on the Ramones. And I'm not a giant fan of Iggy and the Stooges, but I do have this, and it's got some good stuff on it. Let's see. Oh, and Kristen says, I want you to know that she loves Lillian Axe.
oh, cool.
And Tracy loves Iggy.
Yep.
And Wally's checked in with his love for the MC5.
Okay, yeah, I would have gone with Iggy, of course, as being part of that, but
yeah,
I'm sure I probably heard tunes.
And then I got an underrated Thin Lizzy album, Renegade. I've got that on CD.
That was actually, I borrowed that when I was first getting into hard rock and metal. I used to go to my local public library and I borrow cassettes because I liked the sounds of them. So I just went by the covers and I just kept trying different ones. And actually, Thin Lizzy's Renegade album was one of the ones that I tried.
That's when they brought in Darren Wharton to play keyboards. So they started adding more keyboards to their sound, which is, I do love this record though. Good stuff. Which, I mean, of course, I bought the T-shirt, but I've also got King's X Tapehead. You remember this one? It says Groove Machine, a little bit of soul. There's some good stuff on this one. 90s record. Also got Extreme, 3 sides to every story. It's the only 3 sides thing I like. That's all I'm going to say. And then I found this nugget. You remember Rat, Reach for the Sky?
Oh yeah. Actually, I have that on vinyl.
Yeah, pretty horrendous album cover, but a lot of good songs.
yeah. Good tracks, but bad album cover. There's lots of those.
But yeah, like No Surprise, Chain Reaction, City to City. City to City is a great opener on that album. I like that one. Yeah. So yeah, then of course we got some. I'm showing my age. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm old. So
easy now. Some of us are older.
You're not.
That'd be me,
older.
by the way.
Raw Power is the only Iggy song I know. Be it with the you need to listen to more Iggy in the studio. You'd like him, Bushy, I think. Although Bushy likes some strange stuff. Let's see. Robin Crosby of Rat produced the first Lillian Axe record. I didn't know that.
Now, see, I did not know this, but
we have smarter listeners than us.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm learning stuff, so I'm just going to use this in my show next week, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to steal. Right.
What do we think of the new Limp Bizkit album?
Well, it's Limp Bizkit, so I'm not going to listen to it. That's my first comment.
I like Limp Bizkit.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, you're younger. That 90s stuff appealed to you more than me. To me, I was angry because it took my music away, right? Some of that stuff appeals a bit more to you.
I was playing in new metal bands back in the day, so they were like big deal to me back then. But no, I like what I've heard. I've only heard like 2 songs off of it, but that's okay. It sounds like Limp Bizkit, But if you ever get a chance to see them live,
there you go.
They're actually really fun to see live. They get the crowd going pretty good. I like them.
They're a band that I would not go to see, but if they were at a festival event that I was at, then I would go to check them out because I try to check out everything at a festival just to see if I like it or not, because you never know what is, maybe it doesn't resonate with me on CD, but you see it live on stage. Maybe it's really good, or maybe it's something you never heard of, and So that would be a band I wouldn't purposely go to see them because I'm not a fan, but they might draw me in live.
I remember the weirdest festival lineup I saw was they have a thing in Memphis called Memphis in May, and it's like a whole month of concerts and stuff. And they have the Beale Street Music Festival, and I went in 2010, and this is the order I saw these bands in. I saw the B-52s, then I saw Jeff Beck, then I saw 30 Seconds to Mars, and then I saw Limp Bizkit.
Okay.
It was one of the weirdest lineups I've ever seen.
A few things don't belong.
Yeah, I know. And of course, Jeff Beck was amazing. The B-52s actually were a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed them. But
I only know what's the Love Shack song.
But 30 Seconds to Mars, that's Jared Leto. I like his acting better than his music. That's all I'll say about that. But and then Limp Bizkit, they played and they were great. But then like halfway through the set, rain started coming down in buckets, and I was in Memphis staying at my brother's house that night, and we wake up the next day, the whole city's flooded, and then I find out that Nashville's getting hit at the same time. I was stuck in Memphis for 2 days because Nashville just got overrun with floodwaters. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, at least you had somewhere to stay, right?
Yeah. Bushy says I was there to see Run DMC. Oh, he says he saw Limp Bizkit at Family Values tour.
I would love to see Run DMC, the early Run DMC.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them. What was this? So Bushy's really chiming in. Stain, Filter, Run DMC, The Crystal Method, and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, see, Run DMC is the only band there.
Oh yeah, Rock Lobster. That's a.
Oh, I know Rock Lobster. I know that.
Rock Lobster.
Yeah, I know that too.
Limp Bizkit, Ozfest '98. They came out of a huge toilet on stage.
Came out of a huge toilet. Okay, so that might draw me in to pay attention, right? Because that's a gimmick.
Yeah, it is definitely a gimmick. I need some funky rock band photo. I will.
Yeah,
I've got some. But I'm redoing my office.
This is not what's behind me. This is a green screen. If I take it down, you see the mess in my room. So, but you need some photos on your wall or something. Yeah, your shelves are empty too.
Well, I'm redoing my office, so everything's kind of in process of being moved right now. So I'll have a different background the next time you guys see me. But yeah, it's what is God wanted to watch? I think she meant to say bad music away. That's not nice.
Yeah, she did.
99 was a mad scientist lab. Yeah. One of my guilty was this. I saw a double bill years ago in the 80s, Guns N' Roses and Faster Pussycat. That would be a good bill to see.
No, no, that's not who I saw with Guns N' Roses the first time. I think Faster Pussycat was with Kiss when they came through Toronto in '89.
Oh, wait.
I remember that.
Did you? I think Wally was at this show. Do you remember? I think it was around 88, 89 where Kiss and Whitesnake did the double bill and like they were talking shit about each other on stage.
Yeah, that was my first Kiss concert and very early in my concert game. Wally's got a couple of years on me, but I think he was second row, third row, fourth row, center stage. He was up closer for it, so he saw a lot more of that action, and he's got probably about 3 years on me, so he was a little bit older. So if I was 14, he would have been 17 or something like that. But for me, I thought I thought the whole thing was cool, and I was kind of pissed off because I thought Kiss should have been the headliner, and Kiss made a big thing about they couldn't bring their big show and everything. But I don't remember a lot of trash talking on stage. Maybe it was there, but I don't remember hearing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I guess David Coverdale wouldn't let them use their special effects or whatever. And Paul Stanley talked a bunch of shit about him on stage. So.
I vaguely remember some of that, but I don't remember it in like huge detail. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, see, there's Wally kissed Whitesnake, Faster Pussycat, and Slaughter. Yeah, he can probably tell you a lot more because for me that was one of my first concerts. I was up in the stands and I was just happy as hell to be there. But I do remember that Kiss came back because of that. They announced they were going to come back and tour again in our area where they could be the headliner and bring the full Hot in the Shade show, which they did. They came to Hamilton. I think it was Hamilton. Wally will correct me on that.
Bushy's buttering you up here. It says
Rich has a great voice. Well, are you single? Oh, wait, hold on.
Thanks for the visual.
Yeah, right. See what happens when I have a couple of drinks. What's my show? Yeah. CGCM Rock Radio. I'm on 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday nights.
Yeah.
So 2 hours before this.
Yeah, and Bushy, if you listen to Decibel Geek for a long time, you heard every Thanksgiving you heard Rich and Wally do our show.
Yes.
Which is it. And every year we were like, damn, they're better than we are.
I don't know about that, man. We were just trying to measure up. I remember the first time we did that, Wally and I sat in my garage, and we must have spent about 10 hours trying to, and we just like, we kept saying the same thing. Hi, I'm Rich. And like, oh, that sounded bad. We'll do it again. And we just kept doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that. But you guys had us back, so we couldn't have been that bad.
But well, hold on now. I like to drink too. What color are you?
Wait, hold on. Let me see if this comes off in the.
Was that a hazel?
Nah, they're blue. I don't know. What color is hazel? Is that blue?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm a painter. I put paint on the walls. I don't choose the colors. I don't know what hazel is.
Man, I gotta lay off the peyote.
Oh, excuse me.
All right. Bushy says, "Oh shit. Okay, I'm not as stupid as I thought I was." Oh crap. And then Kristen says, 2 turkeys doing the show.
She not seen you guys before? Or?
Yeah, but 2 turkeys doing it every week. So.
Oh, please tell me I'm not that worse.
Oh man. All right. A little bit of Paul Stanley. All right. So I thought you want to go over some rock news. I got some stories pulled up here that we can go over and get your thoughts on it.
Sure. Actually, I might have some rock news you might not know about too.
Well, let's go ahead and what do you got?
Hank Von Hell.
Yeah, I've got that pulled up here. Let's go over that. Well, we had a couple of deaths this week that are really sad. But yeah, we'll start with Hank. This just got announced today, and former Turbo Negro singer Hank Von Hell dead at 49. 17 years he fronted Turbo Negro, great band, and then I don't know what happened. I mean, he's so young. I mean, there's no mention of what the cause was, and I never really saw this coming or anything. Have you heard any more about this?
Absolutely nothing. Pre-pandemic, he was supposed to tour here in Toronto. Well, not just in Toronto, but obviously on tour, and one of the stops was in Toronto for the latest album. And pandemic stopped that, and didn't hear much at all. I do follow him on Instagram. Sometimes he goes bouts where he doesn't post much, so I didn't think it was that weird. And then I saw people posting about this today, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So and I could not find any information of how, what, why, when, where, whatever.
Right.
Which really is none of our business, I guess. It just, man, it's just sad. I mean, I was just only in recent years I discovered Turbo Negro with Ron. Here we are talking about Ron Runyon again at Sweden Rock Festival, and we really got into him. Of course, Hank had left the band by then, but then we went back into that catalog, and I really enjoyed Hank's last couple albums.
Yeah, and David Glenn's mentioning that he posted on Facebook yesterday, and I guess he was on Instagram doing videos and stuff this in the past 2 weeks, and he did one video saying something like, I'm a dying man. And then he did another video the next day saying tomorrow I'll tell you why I'm a dying man. And then he did another video after that saying, I'm actually not a dying man. I was doing this as an experiment. I'm going to live forever or something. And then now today he passes away. It's just really odd.
That does sound pretty weird. I don't
He's given a statement
on his Facebook page. Can you
let me see if I can. I don't know if I can pull. Is that his real name, Hank Thomas Seltzer?
Sure.
Or Tom.
That I don't know for
is
sure.
What she's saying, I think. Let me I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Hang on, because I can also transfer to a different tab.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I saw it, and it wasn't when I first saw it. It wasn't widely. It wasn't everywhere. It was just one person or maybe 2 people had posted something about it on Facebook. And I'm like, what do you mean R.I.P. Hank Von Hell? And then I Googled it quick before I went on my live stream. And I actually opened my live stream show today. The first song I played was Adios from the Egomaniac album.
Yeah,
from
and that
Hank
album,
Von Hell in tribute to that.
That album is freaking awesome.
It's a good album. And I really like the newest one too. What's the newest one called? Dead, I think.
I think so. Yeah. I'm looking for this statement she's talking about. I'm not finding it. Let me see if I can find it here. But yeah, Aaron turned me on to this band, and a couple of years ago, I didn't really even know anything about them. But I really got into them, and then I know he went solo, but I do like the stuff they did after him too. It was like I think it was 2 years ago, he put out an album and they put out an album, and both albums were like in contention for my album of the year.
Yeah.
I can't find this statement, Tracy. I don't know where you
found it. Well, I'm not on Facebook at the moment. I'm afraid to open anything else for my weird Canadian internet sends us screwy again. So I'm not touching anything while you guys can hear me.
It says Thomas Seltzer is the bassist in Turbo Negro. See if I can find
but anyways, Turbo Negro was still obviously he was with them for such a long time, and but they still had great music afterwards too.
Oh, I've got it here. Let me see. Let me switch tabs real quick. Hang on a second. I can go to a different tab and pull this up. There it is. Share. All right. Okay.
I can't read that here.
Yeah, I'll read it. Our years together were a nonstop roller coaster of insanely hard work, disappointments, despair, conflict, and shared dysfunctionality, but also truly epic saga about strong brotherhood, the boys from nowhere winning massive victories against all odds and creating magic together, magic that will live on in rock and roll glory forever. It gives me some peace to know that we found reconciliation in recent years, something I know gave both of us closure and healing. For the better part of last year, Rune, Newt, and I have discreetly been laying the foundation for an Apocalypse Dude's 25th anniversary tour in the spring of 2023 featuring that lineup. Something we were very much looking forward to presenting to you, Chris and Powell, within the next few months. But that was not meant to be. I am the saddest I've ever been tonight. Broken. Rest in peace, my charming, diabolical, troubled, lovable, talented, and wise beyond your years little brother. Since you were a small boy, you always had a strong yearning to be reunited with your mother. I hope you are now. That's a good tribute. Still doesn't kind of clear up anything.
Yeah.
That happened.
It just seems pretty weird and pretty sudden, but you never know what someone is struggling with behind the scenes. And if it was me, would I be posting it on social media? Would I be telling? I don't know, right? And
yeah, I mean, it's not for us to know.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Do we really have a right to know? I'm curious, and I'm because I don't understand. He's only a year older than me. So what happened, right?
It's odd to see him go so young like that. But I really enjoyed the music he gave us, but really shocked to get that one. And then another big death this week was famed rock photographer Mick Rock, who passed away earlier this week. And I've got that story pulled up here. He was legendary photographer Mick Rock for artists like David Bowie, Queen, Lou Reed, the Stooges, the Sex Pistols, and more. Has died 72 years old. And but yeah, definitely a legend of photography, and just an amazing photographer, a real character from everything I've heard over the years. And if you're not familiar with the stuff that Mick Rock's done, here's an example of some of the album covers that Mick Rock put out. Actually, Raw Power, the Iggy and the Stooges album I just showed you, the same album, that was a Mick Rock shot. So that's kind of interesting that it wound up being that. But the cover of End of the Century by the Ramones, my favorite Ramones album.
I do recognize several of those covers, but I was not familiar with his name. I did see you posted on Facebook earlier today, but I wasn't familiar with the name, but obviously quite familiar with his work, as I recognize many of those album covers.
Yeah, that Queen 2 album cover, I mean, that's about as iconic as it gets right there. But yeah, we're losing people at a rapid pace because a lot of our heroes and people we respect are getting so much older these days. But yeah, I don't know, man. Mick Rock was a big one. He will be missed for sure. But yeah, that's so that's the downer news. Let's go to some other stuff.
Yeah. Do you have any happy news, man?
Let's see. Although most of the news these days is bad, right?
So,
let's see. Well, I don't know if this is happy or not, but I thought it was interesting. Rob Halford said he has not heard KK Downing's new band. And somebody asked him about it, and he says, well, I haven't heard it, and when I will, I'll let you know. I'd much rather stay focused on this celebration of 50 years on this box set. This box set is an extraordinary representation of this life story that this band has gone through. So he's talking about the KK's Priest album. Have you heard this yet, Rich?
No, it's on my list. I have a compiled list of about 450 albums that I have to listen to at least 3 songs from each album to decide if it should move on into the top 10. It's on that list, but I've only heard a couple of songs so far. So I haven't heard the whole album, but it's on the list.
I don't know. It comes off too much like a caricature of Judas Priest to me.
Well, I kind of expect that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Ripper singing, you've got KK playing, but I don't know. Initially they had announced that Les Binks was going to be the drummer, and that, so I was kind of hoping it would be kind of a throwback to the kind of the 70s Priest sound, like the stained glass era. But it's like, well, let's take Painkiller and try to remake Painkiller,
Well, I'll get there. But I mean, why are we asking Rob Halford what he thinks about it?
I don't know, because people are trying to stir up.
That just, to me, I think is just like silly news. I'd be more interested to know how Andy Sneap is doing, because did he not have some health problems recently?
No, that was Richie Faulkner.
No, Andy Sneap.
Andy Sneap had health problems?
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I read that like maybe a month ago.
Richie Faulkner had a heart attack.
Okay, maybe I'm getting it confused there. Maybe it was Faulkner. I thought Sneap had something too. But anyway, how's Faulkner doing then?
I heard he's doing better.
Okay.
He had like a widowmaker heart attack, which usually kills people, but apparently he's pulled through it. So, and then Bushy says, "Are we not going to talk about the biggest music news of the past week or so?"
What's that?
He says, "I mean, Britney got out of her conservatorship. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know?" And I'm not singing it, so nice try. Any thoughts on Britney getting out of her conservatorship? I know it's big news up there in Canada.
First of all, what's a conservatorship? Who's Britney? Is that pop singer that I don't care about? What did she do to get into conservatorship? I don't even know. I know nothing about this. Nothing whatsoever.
I think she's crazy, but that's about it.
Well, I think she's crazy too, but I have seen some stuff about that in the news. I think she's a bit off her rocker. She's not the only one. Yeah. But I'm not sure what the conservatorship thing is that she got out of. Why is that big news?
I don't know. To Bushy, it's big news. I told you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't care about Britney. I like this girl.
Yeah, Tracy.
Is she single? Never mind this Bushy guy. What's she up to?
Bushy.
Sorry, dude.
Tracy are going to fight over Rich. Oh man.
I almost played a Britney Spears cover in my show today because somebody thought they would be a smart ass and say, well, I'm going to come on your stream and request Britney Spears. So I found a heavy metal cover of Britney Spears.
There's actually some good covers of pop songs like her stuff. There's some great Lady Gaga covers too of metal bands.
A lot of pop and disco covers actually turn out really well metalized.
Yeah, I saw this news story. I made sure that I texted this to Ian Wadley to make sure he was okay. I think he was about to have a heart attack. Uh-oh. So Sammy Hagar is going to perform at halftime at the Raiders game this weekend in Las Vegas.
All right.
And this is not really big news, but I got a huge laugh out of it when I saw it.
Well, yeah, because we all know how much he is such a Sammy fan, right?
And he's a Raiders fan. Is he watching us right now?
Is he watching us right now? Oh, damn it.
I don't think he is, but he's a Raiders fan. And
this is wasted jokes if he's not here.
Oh, but I'm going to read some of the text messages because this was too funny. So, like, I texted him earlier in the week about something, and I sent him a picture. It's a picture of Ric Flair opening his robe up, and then on the text on it says, "Me coming out of your mom's bedroom while you're eating breakfast," and he says, "LOL, I'm still crying over Sunday night. Congratulations!" And that was because my Chiefs beat his Raiders. So I don't know how much you follow American football, but.
Not that much. I'm a Green Bay fan. I used to follow them, but that was a few years ago, and I'm not really sure even what the hell they're doing now.
Okay, and then he said, and to top it off, I had to have a colonoscopy on Monday. Raiders fans always take it in the ass.
Now, can we get a YouTube stream of that?
No, thanks. But anyway, I got the press release about Sammy Hagar playing the Raiders halftime show, and I said, "What a season your team is having." And I sent it to him. And he goes, "Fuck me, I hope we lose." They're playing the Bengals, and he goes, they're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and he goes, "I got $50 on the Bengals now." And I said, Susanna Hoffs does have a great arm.
Oh, nice. The Bengals. Nice.
And then he just put hashtag fuck 2021.
Yeah. Right. I think we all have that feeling in different ways.
Yeah, Bushy says, wish it was Raiders versus Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, Bushy, we have some business to take care of because my Chiefs are playing your Cowboys this weekend. Lady Gaga. I do like Lady Gaga. She's cool. But not Sammy. Oh, no. All right. But yeah, I thought that was a hilarious news story. But yeah, poor Ian Wadley. All right. And then this was kind of interesting. Do you remember the saga with LA Guns with the band name was
which one?
Yeah, it was Phil Lewis has commented on the out of court resolution of the legal dispute over the LA Guns name. Under the terms, Tracy Gunn, he and Tracy Guns will operate under LA Guns, and Steve Riley will now operate under Riley's LA Guns. And he says, unfortunately, it required us going to court, spending a lot of money on lawyers, and it actually required him spending a lot of money on lawyers when he could have just been a gentleman about it in the first place and put his name to make it clear. But he was adamant in interviews that he goes, no, we're not changing our name. Why should we? We've got every bit as much right to it as they do, and it was fucked up. And so it was necessary for us to spend a shitload of money to resolve this. Now it's resolved. I don't give a fuck. He can go out. It doesn't bother me as long as he's got that Riley prefix and there's no confusion, because they were exploiting it and it was put together to exploit confusion. It's put together for horrible, horrible reasons. When you do something for all the reasons, it rarely works out. So I don't know. Thoughts on LA Guns? What do you think this is an important thing or no?
No, I really don't, because it's been going on for how long? And LA Guns have had about 1,000 members. It's like, aren't you playing for them next week? Is the joke, right? And Phil needs to shut his mouth, because everything I see, either from Squeeze Rocks, which is run by my buddy Olivier, and I'm not knocking Squeeze Rocks at all, or what's the one Stevie Rochelle runs? Metal Sludge. It's all something that Phil has commented on something else. There was something about a comment about the drummer, or there was, it's like, just shut up. Nobody cares. What are you, just trying to be Gene Simmons and keep yourself relevant in the press so that you keep getting stories to sell your album? Maybe, right. And maybe it's working. I like the Riley Guns album, Riley LA Guns album. I liked it much more than I should have. I thought it was going to suck. It really didn't. I also like the new LA Guns. I listened to it yesterday. Didn't enjoy the last couple so much, but this one's kind of a little bit too much slower stuff. I need to check it again, but what I heard, I did like on a quick cursory listen.
Yeah. And I did. Chris and I wish those guys would make up and play together again. Yeah. I mean, the Phil and Tracy version is the real version. I mean, I heard what Riley put out with his version. I didn't think it sounded very much like LA Guns to me.
Well, what do you mean sound like LA Guns? LA Guns has sounded so much different over the years. Think of some of their albums that they've taken some way different turns and styles, just like a lot of bands have. Yeah. So I don't know what you mean, but I take it as that album versus this album. I like that one. I thought it was a good album. Better than I thought it was going to be.
I don't think
should it be LA Guns? That's a different story.
Yeah, I don't think the Riley one is bad. It wasn't like I didn't listen to it and think and cringe or anything, but I was just, if I put it up against, I didn't really like the Missing Piece, the one that they put out before.
Nope.
That was my joke on the episode, because Aaron loved it, but I was just like, the Missing Piece is like the hooks, because there was like no hooks on that record. And but the new one has like a little bit more strong material, in my opinion.
I agree. From what I heard, I just heard it. I gave it a listen while I was doing some other things going on here, and I listened to the whole thing. Which for my end of the year list, my requirement is 3 songs, and I'm shutting it off if I don't like it. And it held my attention the whole time, so I need to listen to it again. But it sounded better. I didn't enjoy the Missing Piece either. And what was the one after that?
The new one is Devil You Know was the next one.
Devil You Know, yeah, didn't like that one either.
Yeah, I didn't care much for that one either.
Yeah, but this one on a first listen, it was enough to make me go, I'll hear that again.
Yeah, I hear you. So we're after the top of the hour, and I don't know if we're gonna go the full 2 hours, but do you want to do some smash or trash with me, and we'll go over some songs and
yeah. We can certainly do that, but can I step away for 1 second to get a beer?
Yeah, go for it.
And also maybe get rid of the beer I've already drank.
Yes, go for it.
That means pee.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
All right. So we'll go over some comments with you guys, and then we'll do Smash or Trash with Rich and do it. Crispin Schimbeck, not a fan of the Riley album. I want to be. Yeah, I wanted to like it a little more than I did, but their staple LA Guns original lineup. Chris, yeah. Hey, Dawn of the Rising. I guess that's Ray or Diego checking in. Bushy, if the Chiefs lose, because really, I'm not sleeping on my homes. But if the Chiefs lose, you can come on my show and grovel. I will. I'll come on your show anytime, buddy. I don't care. Rich, oh my God, you're still talking. Well, now he's peeing. So, TMI, Rich. TMI. Yeah, I agree. This is much harder alone. And anyway, that's what she said. But no, so let's see. We will do Smash or Trash, and we'll get the music going. I'm still adding the songs. I'm super late on doing this. So I think I've got all the songs added, so it shouldn't be too hard to knock this out. And some more comments. Tracy Gunn's amazing. All his live videos. Yeah, I did like it. What did I miss, Eric? You missed a train wreck. We're doing the best we can. It's not as good when Aaron's not here, but we're doing the best we can. Phil has to be there, but damn, you need Tracy as well. Yeah, although I do like some of the stuff Phil did without Tracy. I thought it was good. I need to listen to that Michael Wagner. Yeah, if you haven't listened to it, the Michael Wagner final interview, we did the first one. That's part one, just got released today. So I hope you guys will check it out. There's a little bit of audio interference at the beginning of the interview, but it does clear up. And Michael had some amazing stories for us. And part one's out now. Part two will come out in about a week. And great edit by Aaron Camaro on that. And yeah, I think you guys will like it. He definitely gave us some stuff we had never heard before. So I think it was cool. We didn't ask him about eating sushi like Eddie Trunk did, but we already knew that because we've been to lunch with the guy. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So while Rich is going to talk about the Cowboys and Chiefs game. Well, actually, Rich is back, so we're not going to talk about the Cowboys and Chiefs. We'll talk about that in our own time.
You can feel free to talk about the Cowboys and Chiefs game. That was good because I've been back for a few minutes. I've been seeing the comments there, and nobody said I was a dickhead or an asshole or something. So
everyone did, but you know.
Oh, damn it! I missed that. That must have been while I was peeing.
Oh man.
I heard you say it's not as good without Aaron. I'm just not good enough.
No, you're great. I'm talking about myself.
I'm tired, man. I just did my own show before this.
I know.
I'm burned out.
You're doing great, and thanks for hanging with me.
I do appreciate you having me on. You know what? It's good even just to connect again because we haven't, you know, like we've grown apart over the last few years with you busy doing different stuff, and it's just nice to get back together. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, we, you know, just the amount of work that used to go into Decibel Geek, and anytime there was a fire to put out, it was usually me and Rich getting on a phone call going, "Oh boy, how are we going to deal with this one?"
Demonic warfare.
Oh boy,
remember that one? That was my fault.
Yes, it was. Yeah, between you and Adam and Rock and Ron, I was like, "Oh my God, you guys are going to kill me."
Yeah.
I was like, who did y'all piss off this time?
Wally's had to shut me up a few times.
Oh, the demonic warfare thing was hilarious.
I'm honest. I just say it right there. It might be unfounded, but that's where I feel at the time. So I say it. I thought they sucked. They didn't like that.
Bushy says it's funny because I listened to the Trunk interview yesterday. I think Eddie did a good interview, but I think ours is better if I do say so myself. But I have had a few beers, so I've had a few seltzers. It doesn't really count. But
what seltzers?
Yeah. I'm trying to cut carbs, so I'm drinking like this fruity, nasty.
No, get fat, man. That's one thing COVID taught us. Get fat.
I'm already fat. I'm trying to get less fat.
Oh, I know. I must put on about 50 pounds during COVID. It's been awful. I just sit at home and eat chips and drink beer because I got nothing else to do, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we all passed the time that over the past year doing that.
Right? Dad bod.
Yeah, dad bods are in now, whether you like it or not. All right, so we ready to do Smash or Trash?
I'm in.
All right, let me do this fancy intro real quick. Here we go.
Smash or Trash.
All right, Smash or Trash tonight, sponsored by nobody. Let me pull up my notes real quick. First one, and like this can go either way. It's going to be interesting to hear what you guys think for your opinions. So, first band up is a band called Breed of Aggression from Dark Star Records. Have you heard of this band, Rich?
Nope. I've not even heard of Dark Star Records.
Yeah, I hadn't either. We have 2 selections from Dark Star Records, so hopefully they don't flag us and get this video taken down, but whatever. If they do,
Here we go.
It's not, they're not taking down especially gold. Hailing from the Midwest, Breed of Aggression is a new heavy metal project founded by Scott McClellan and Susie Hoffman Beam. Breed of Aggression was born out of McClellan and Beam's shared goal to create extreme metal that is organic, free, and without defining limits to their sound. For fans of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Huntress, Seven Dust, The Agonist, Slayer, Dio, and Pantera. That's a tall order.
Yeah. Well, when you said extreme metal, I was pushed away, but then you named a bunch of bands I like. So,
well, let's give it a shot and we'll see what you and the audience thinks. Here is Breed of Aggression with Unmasked. A little intro.
Under that skin lies a man with no face. Tell him you know, show him his place. Unmasked, uncovered, move fast. Disorganized affair, we know. All right, what do we think of Breed of Aggression?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I couldn't really hear it. I could hear the vocals nice and clear, but I could barely hear the music at all. So I don't know if that was the mix, something to do with my internet again, or the mix here or whatever. But it didn't jump out at me. But like I say, I couldn't hear the guitar or drums really at all. Only the vocals is really all I could hear. Everyone else seems to be saying trash, so that kind of goes with what I got.
There's a couple people that said smash, but
oh yeah, there's one.
I don't know. I wasn't exactly blown away by it. It's not bad, and and it's even worse that I got the name of the song. Or no, it is Unmasked. That is what it's called. Okay. So yeah, so that's Breed of Aggression. I don't know. That's it's kind of a mixed bag, but I will crank the music louder, and we'll see if that comes through better.
Yeah,
so,
I would like to hear the actual music better if we can.
The vocals are high in the mix. Let's see, Eric. Where are the Fooger Moogers? I haven't seen them today. All right, so the next up is a band called Conquest, and apparently this band was formed in 1988 and has put out a lot of material. Dark Star recording artist Conquest, strong, aggressive, high-energy musicians from the Midwest. Conquest has rocked the nation with their pure breed of modern heavy metal, stemming from the old-school influences of Metallica, Judas Priest, and Testament, with a definite presence of their own musical flavor. And no, I'm not reading from a PR statement. Yes, I am. All right.
I would think you were.
Yeah. So this is Conquest with a song called Red. You hear that okay?
Better.
See struggles of life, a teacher of the day. Rock and roll since I was 9, like 7 to this beat all the time. The power of sound makes my world go around. Chasing my dreams every day. Look at the meter, all I see is red. I stand with my brothers in arms, steel axe with my melody charms. Long old days lost within the haze. Another night, sleeping that bars. Another capture with no regard. She's ready to roar in the backseat of her car.
All right. What do you think of Conquest, Rich?
Well, again, the sound isn't super. It's kind of like I'm hearing it through a speaker. But it did sound a little bit better. At some points, you kind of pumped it up, and it was like, oh, it was too loud because I had it jacked up. But I do like that much better than the first one. I would like, I'm not going to say it's a smash, but I would like to hear that properly.
Yeah,
Because I think it's pretty good. And you know what? The album art's really cool. I like that.
yeah, it's pretty cool artwork. I agree. The world has gone to hell, though. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Yeah.
That sounds like the speaker is underwater. I don't know why that's not working well.
It literally sounds like we're hearing it. Like to me, it sounds like I'm hearing it through your microphone, picking up your speaker.
I wonder why it's doing that.
To me, anyway, I don't know what it sounds like to everybody else. My internet's already been screwy tonight.
Yeah.
Why don't I put this up so I don't have to bend down? There we go.
No, I'm just trying to figure out, because this is the issue we had playing videos last week. So I'm wondering if maybe some of my wiring is bad or something. I don't know. But yeah,
See, this is the thing. I was so terrified about this tonight on my own live stream. Like I double checked everything, but still stuff went wonky and tracks wouldn't play when they were supposed to play. And I had to talk longer. The technology, when you're doing a live broadcast, internet goes out, connections get dirty, things happen.
All right. Well, let's try one more. And so it sounds like when you record MTV, man, I don't know why it's sounding like that. That's really odd.
No, that's basically what I'm hearing. That's a pretty good description. But from what I did hear of that, I would like to hear more of Conquest.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look into these sound issues because that's really odd. All right. Well, let's try one more, and we'll see if I'll crank it up as loud as I can. This is a band called Insania. Have you heard of Insania?
Insania. Yeah, they just released an album last week, I think.
Yeah, they're on Frontiers. This is after a 14-year hiatus and feeling energized, inspired, Insania are back with a powerful new record full of speeding, soaring tracks in the classic European power metal style, with double bass drums, great hooks, and amazing solos. The band's current lineup consists of, and I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce these names. So, not happening.
I hear you, man. I can never get some of those names.
Yeah. So this is a song called Entering Paradise from Insania, and we'll give this a try, and hopefully this will work better. Cross your fingers. I've got it cranked all the way. Gone.
Here I stand so terrified of falling down, but I can never change the things I've done. Just let me fall from down below. Let the curtains fall, 'cause I have done my show, and I can't stand this pain. Leaving my past behind on my own. I try to fight
work either. So we'll try.
Yeah. I see some people saying the mix was great for them, and other people saying that they can only hear the vocals. I see in the comments there, and it's kind of the same. At first, it sounded great at first, and that's why I gave the thumbs up because the riff started in good, and then I gave the thumbs up, and I basically put my hand down, grabbed my beer, and it went boom. It crapped out again, so I'm not sure what happened there, but
yeah, no, it slapped my computer. I tried that, it didn't do anything. I don't know. I'll look into this over the week, but it's so hard to know until you try it live, though. So yeah,
right.
Because it sounds perfect coming through my headphones, of course.
Yeah, but that's from what I heard there. I saw a few people say Smash, but I didn't. You know what? I preferred the Conquest over that. The vocals there just but that's all I could hear was vocals. So it's that album's on my list of 450 to listen to for the top 10 of the year. So I'll get to it better on my own headphones.
I was going to do something off the new LA Guns, but I don't think we're going to waste people's time. You can go stream that yourselves. I
didn't mind that album, man. I got to listen to that again. I think it was all right.
Yeah, I was going to play Knock Me Down from that because I really like that one a lot. And Kristen says, I'm not going to judge any of these songs, but I'm still having fun, bitches. Thank you.
Yeah. And she did comment there too that we need Ron, and I would agree with that sentiment.
Well, the problem is I'm always the one who handles this part of the show, so there's no excuse even for me on that.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, guys. I'm trying.
So this is what I was terrified, but you've done this a few times, right? Like, I don't know how many of these live things you've done, quite a few.
Yeah, enough to not have this happen.
Right, but you're okay with it. You could funnel through it. I was on my first one today, and I'm like, oh crap, the song won't play. I don't know what to do. Keep talking. Oh, they can see me on camera. Oh my God. Don't pick your nose.
Well, some people have a fetish for that, so you could have entertained somebody.
Yeah, I did promise people I was wearing pants, and I'd still like to tell people that are watching us right now that I am wearing pants. Don't worry.
Well, that's the whole reason I brought you on. So
I mean, I hate pants, and everybody knows that. So, but I'm wearing them.
Yeah, well, you would attest that Rockin' Pod, it's a gathering of guys in khaki shorts and black t-shirts.
I would really hope that Wally and I can get down to that again. We both really had a good time when what was it? 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah. Okay. So quite a while ago, but we both really had a good time, and it was good. That was the first time I'd actually taken a trip anywhere with Wally as well. And we had such a great time, and all the great podcasts that were there, and all the work that you put into that event, man. I don't know how you do that. Like,
I don't either, man.
I mean, but you're still doing it. So it must be going all right.
Yeah. It's either that or I'm truly a masochist, and I just keep doing it every year. I don't know why.
I mean,
every year I'm like, I'm never doing this again, and then I end up doing it anyway.
I tell you, I see all the comments, and I see people having such a great time down there, and it kind of chews me up a little bit that I can't be there again. We'll see what happens in the future, but I think it'd be really cool if Wally and I can get down there again.
Yeah, we had several friends from Canada that couldn't make it this year because of all the restrictions with the border and everything, so like Lee McCormick, who's up there in Canada, he always comes, and he couldn't make it either.
They basically lied to us up here for the most part. They kept saying the borders are closed, so you can't go to the U.S. So we thought we couldn't go to the U.S., but apparently the entire time we've been able to fly, we just couldn't drive. But they didn't say that. They just said the borders are closed. So the general perception was we weren't allowed at all, but we could have flown in the whole time. So I could have come to Rockin' Pod this year, probably so could have everybody. Man. We might have had to get a COVID test to get back,
right?
Depending on what time of year it was and when they brought that regulation in. And that was my problem coming back from Pigeon Forge, was the COVID test business, but
yeah,
whatever. They've released something new for us now. Canada is super strict, is the problem. They only need a certain COVID test. It can't be rapid antigen. It's got to be the PCR, blah, blah, blah. And they've released now a travel test that we can buy here, and we can do it there online. We do it ourselves. The old, it's really weird when you get the COVID test. I don't know if you've had that, but it's even weirder.
Twice.
It's even worse when you got to do it yourself, man. You see the stick coming, and you know that you are sticking this own thing up your schnoz.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't do it myself.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Scott Wark says next year. So you guys should come.
Scott Wark, he's Canadian too. He's from Ottawa. I believe. I think his next comment is going to be he's funding me and Wally to go. Let's wait for it. Wait for it. Is it coming?
I don't know. Scott, chime in and say
he's gone quiet.
But yeah, and Kristen wants to meet you guys too. So because Kristen wasn't around in 2018.
No, she wasn't there for that one, but I know she was at the last one because
Yeah.
I've seen photos with her and Ron, and I know there's Eric there just chimed in with an LOL. I know Eric also really wanted to come down to be able to meet
Yeah,
Ron
he
as
did.
well, but we really didn't think that we could go because we didn't think we were allowed to fly.
Yeah.
It was a perception that was kind of whatever.
Well, we
should
gotta-
go, right?
Well, you have to come next year because we have to bring back the Canadian trivia game. That was too much fun.
Do you guys remember any of those?
Any of the questions or answers?
Yeah.
Not
So
really.
we don't even have to come up with a new one. We could just bring the same old rhetoric.
Oh, and I'll do just as bad as I did last time. I'm sure.
It's okay. We got a whole ass load more of Canadianisms that we can do. What did we call it? The Canadian Inquisition.
Yes.
That was good times. Good times.
Yeah. Oh, so Scott's so in. So yeah, you got to come now. And,
Yeah.
and
See, there you go.
there you go. But yeah, we're gonna put. I'm working on touring venues and stuff for next year. I'm doing that in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, we're every year I say I'm never gonna do it again, and then I end up doing it again. But yeah,
Right.
it was great having you guys, and like the party at Aaron's house the day after was a lot of fun. I remember Wally like getting so drunk he fell down at one point.
Yes. Yeah. We had to send Ron early in the day to buy us beer or whatever. Ron was like the go-to guy. He went and got
Yeah,
us
when
beer so
Ron's
the
the-
Canadians could drink, right?
When Ron Runyon's the designated driver, there's a problem.
You know you're in trouble.
I can't get the camera to it, but I've got a frame photo of Aaron's backyard from that day. And it's you, Wally, my brother, Aaron, Ron, Dawn, Baco, me, and Aaron's dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a canvas wrap photo and it's hanging on my wall.
I'm not sure if I've even seen that.
I'll send you a photo of it.
Yeah, if you could.
I
Yeah,
can't get this camera to angle to it, but it's a great brings back good memories. But yeah, that was I think that was the same year that Metal Mike from Mike Tyler was there and like passed out in Aaron's house.
He was there because I remember meeting him and talking to him. I don't know if that was the same year he passed out in the house because that's the first time I've heard that. But I remember the guy. If he could walk in here right now and I wouldn't know who he was, but I remember meeting the guy. I remember his name.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
And yeah, Ian and Ralph were there too. Yeah, that was
Yeah. Ian and Ralph were there. Yeah.
that was a wild time. And Andy LaFawn, of course, at Rockin' Pod. And
Andy's awesome. He always wants to be involved, but he never says anything. He's just there, right?
he just hangs
just
out,
so quiet,
smiles, and he's just there for the ride.
He's good. He helps me out a lot because he remembers shit that I do because I don't remember. So like when it happens later, like you met that person yesterday. Okay, thanks, man. I need him.
Trace, it'd be great if you could make it from the UK. We get people from all over the world every year. It's pretty wild. But yeah, like I remember Andy. I remember you didn't Andy go on the Monsters of Rock cruise with you guys? And I think you mentioned like, wow, I saw Andy LaFawn actually drunk.
He's been on a few.
Yeah.
And the first one was pretty cool that he went on because it was kind of a surprise. His wife reached out to me and said, look, I'm Andy's wife. He's heard you talk about the Monsters of Rock cruise and he wants to go on it. I'm going to send him as a surprise and I'm going to surprise it with him. So he didn't even know he was going on the cruise. So I set him up, got him in a cabin and everything, and she paid for it all behind the scenes. He had no idea. So like 2 or 3 days before the flight or whatever, she's like, oh, by the way, you're going on the cruise. Here's your tickets. Pack your bag. Right? So he shows up, gets off the airplane at the hotel, and he's like, just wide-eyed and so confused at what's going on, right? And walks into the hotel, and of course, there's got to be about 30 or 40 people from all over the world who've gotten there early, and we're all partying, and I'm telling everybody this story like my buddy is his first time. His wife bought the thing, whatever, and everyone's like, Andy! Nobody has any idea who he is. And he was like shocked, drops his bag, here's a beer. It was good. He's been on everyone since.
He's
been on
such a good
every
dude.
one since. And his wife picked us up at the airport after that. And because I came to Nashville, that was one of the times I came to Nashville to see you guys. And she picked us up at the airport and she says, hi, honey, how was it? You look like shit. He tried to keep up drinking with me. That was not a good idea.
Oh, no, I would never be dumb enough to do that. No, you and Wally always outpace me on shit like that. No
Actually,
way.
the last cruise I didn't drink at all. It was actually it was
Really?
nice. It was refreshing. I saved an $800 bar tab. That was pretty cool. 800 Canadian, so 600.
That's still a lot.
Andy drank for me that one. It was cool.
Very cool. So are you, I'm assuming you'll be on the cruise in March.
As it is in my head, yes. Am I allowed to travel, get on a ship?
Yeah.
If I'm allowed, I'm going. I'm paid. I'm ready to roll. But different countries don't accept different things, and waiting to see.
Oh, look at this. Tracy thinks you look like a young Rick Allen from Def Leppard.
Was that too much?
It's too late now.
Are we live? Can we edit that out?
No, I'm not
Shit.
editing any of this.
Shit.
Are you kidding me? I'm not even going to start editing this. Forget it. Oh, man.
Sorry, that was a bad joke, but it was pretty funny.
I had to give you some laughter.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, Kristen says you're going to hell.
Yeah, you know what? I'm already there, and that's where all the good rock stars are. So I'm gonna have a party, be right at the front of the stage still. So I'm in. I see you there. I know her. I see her.
What do you mean he's going to hell? Rich is driving the bus.
Yeah, right. Do you need a ticket?
Let's go, everybody. Oh man. But yeah, no, I hope you guys can make it again next year. It'd be great if you and Wally could make it again. But yeah, we're going every year. But you missed a good one this time, man. I'll tell you what. It was awesome.
Yeah,
But,
I saw a lot of the photos, but with Wally's work schedule, it's difficult for him to get the time, and it's a big cost for us to come down there with the flights.
Yeah, I hear you. I got you. But yeah, so what's going on with CGCM, with the radio, the podcast? You know, give us a little update on what's coming up in the future.
Well, we just started right before I came on here. We just started with our first ever live stream video show. Radio show was my show. Fully licensed platform, so it's video like this, but I can play the music properly. And I don't have to worry about getting shut down with any of that kind of business. So that was super fun. Had a lot of people interacting in the chat. Basically, we just took a lot of requests, and I had a good time. I hope everyone did as well. Other than that, we got the radio station going 24/7. Not your normal radio station. Yeah, we play Guns N' Roses. Yeah, we play AC/DC, but we also play the deeper cuts and the unknown bands from, the lesser known bands. We got that, the website, the podcast. We still, Wally and I release an episode every other week. We'd like to do every week, but it's too hard with too much going on. He's doing his radio show every week, and I'm now doing this live radio show every week, and trying to do the podcast every week as well is just difficult. So, but we got a great team of folks with us, and Eric, who's commenting in here, is part of our team as well. Writes album reviews for the website. Did a little bit of on-air stuff for our Halloween special. It's pretty cool, man. You know what? We're just having fun, and it's all about spreading the love of the music. Yeah.
Well, Aaron and I have been wowed by, and we knew that you guys would end up taking off and doing some cool stuff like this. So I'm real proud to see everything you guys have accomplished with this. And your chemistry on mic was there from the first Thanksgiving show you did. I know you guys agonized over it and you're like, oh God, we think this sucks so bad, and you shouldn't release. I remember you or Wally was like, you shouldn't even release this. I'm like, oh come on. And but you guys have always had that great chemistry, and the fact that the way you cut each other down is the most entertaining part, of course. But no, I mean, we're super proud to see where you guys have grown from, but thank you for all the years you put in on Decibel Geek. We wouldn't have got to 10 years without you guys, and it means a lot. And plus, your friendship is very important to us as well.
No, I mean, I really do appreciate that. If it wasn't for you, you and Aaron with Decibel Geek, Wally and I never would have met. So then there would not be where we are now. So I really appreciate everything you guys did for us too. And it's nice that we went on our own and we're doing our own thing. But I really miss working with you as well. So
well, maybe we can do something about that in the near future. We've been talking a little bit behind the scenes. Maybe there might be a little bit of some reunion type stuff going on soon.
We just keep things behind the scenes right now, and we can do some guest spots like this. I haven't figured out how to get a guest spot video onto my show with the audio on the station simultaneously yet. I was supposed to have one today, but I couldn't figure it out, so I'm still working on it.
Okay, well, keep me posted. I'm always glad to fill in if you ever need a fill-in guest or something. But yeah, it's and Kristen says thanks to the 2 turkeys for filling in once a year back in the day.
Yeah, that was us. Yeah, quite a few years.
Yeah,
our annual, and we really did agonize over that the first year. We thought we were horrible, and
no, you guys
you know
are
what?
great.
Half the stuff we release now, I still think this is horrible. Nobody's going to listen. Like, oh my god, that was our best episode ever. Like, what?
Yeah. And if it wasn't for you guys, I'd never get into Brighton Rock, Honeymoon Suite, or Coney Hatch.
Right. So, are you now listening then to Brighton Rock?
Yeah, I still listen. I listen to all that stuff.
I thought it was. Oh no, it's Black and Blue that Wally's a big supporter of that you don't like.
Yeah, never. Been
Yeah. Okay, I knew there was one. It started with a D. It was close. It was close.
I like is it one of the album In Heat? That's one of them. I like that one.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's okay. Yeah, but you guys turned me on to a lot of good Canadian stuff, and also I remember when one of the times we had Toby Wright on. You know, he worked on Honeymoon Suite's debut album, and like he was tripped out when I brought that one up. He's like, "Oh my god, nobody brings up that band." But he had so many great memories of working with that band.
We might have even talked to him about that when we were, because he was at the Rockin' Pod that Wally and I were at in, I guess, 2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he comes every year.
We may or may not have talked to him about that, but I know we did talk to him for a few minutes anyway. We had an interview with him, so I don't remember if that came up or not, but it's great. Hey, we got, you know what? There's lots of great Canadian music out there. There's lots of American music out there. There's lots of great Swedish music out there, Finnish, Italian, wherever. You just, you know what? I don't care what Gene Simmons says. Rock and roll not dead. You just got to know where to find it.
Does Chris listen to Rockin' No, I don't know what Rockin' Engine is.
If you're listening to my stream earlier, you heard some.
Oh, I listened to the end of your stream. I didn't hear it earlier.
All right, you probably missed Rockin' Engine then. They're a Canadian band as well.
I will check them out on your
suggestion. I can send you stuff.
Moxie FM, Max Webster. Yep, I listen to some of that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, well, we will. I think we'll wrap here. And thank you for joining us tonight, and thanks for filling in and being Aaron Camaro for an evening.
Yeah, I'm sorry I can't live up to Aaron Camaro. He's got that sexy radio voice that I don't have, and he's got the hair too. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of stuff going on back here, but I mean, whatever. I need the sunglasses. That makes me look more Aaron Camaro.
Yeah. You need sunglasses and an American flag bandana to go over the top. I guess you can need a Canadian flag bandana.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I really do appreciate you having me on. It's been fun, and I'm happy to do it anytime. And I'm sure Wally as well, and or any of the guys on our team, we're all happy to talk rock anytime. So
awesome. Well, thanks guys, and thanks everybody for watching. And we're out for the week. We'll see you next week.